Hey guys, what's going on? It's Talk Forest TV back again with another show today. Obviously, all this week I've been doing a little bit different shows live. Obviously, talking about captaincy and about the best partnership. We are talking about a different one, and we are talking about what is Forest's best formation. Um, I mean, we've seen last couple of weeks that we didn't start playing well with the 4-4-2 formation. We actually had that, but then we kind of went from not playing a good 4-4-2 and being known for the 4-2-3-1 or 4 whatever formation I call that one to a proper 4-4-2. And that when we did change against the Sheep, that we could play against with 4-4-2 and 4-3-3. So could it be that plan A could be 4-4-2, 4-4-1-1, then plan B be 4-4-2, or could it be? It's one of them ones. It's a good question to ask. I mean, it is good that we do have plan A and plan B. Because obviously under Sabri we didn't have a plan B. We just had a plan A, and we got caught out quite a lot. So I do think that it is better that we do have a plan B, and we seem to have a plan B because when we went 4-4-2 against the Sheep, we got caught out quite a bit, especially with how we played against Sheep. And then when Chris Luton changed it and we went to a 4-4-1-1, we played a lot more better and created a lot more chances, and we could have beaten Derby. So it just goes to show that having a plan B is a lot more better. A lot of people are saying after games that we are better 4-4-1-1 or better with 4-4-2. So it's one of them ones. Could it be just because we've got better plan A, plan B, or could it be because against the teams that we do play against, we are better with certain formations and that? So it's one of them ones where I think it's whatever you think you can play with any team. It's just going to be a distraction, to say the least. But yeah, could it be that? Could we be better with a 4-4-2? Could we be better with 4-4-1-1? But then it mainly be down to the opposition you are playing against, and could it be that we play better with 4-4-2 against, I don't know, a Wickham? Then could we be better with 4-4-1-1 against a Sheep or a Burnley, for instance? I'm just going off teams, just top of my head. Daily comments coming in the comments stream. The interactions that we do have, it has been really good. I've been enjoying the interaction shows that we have been doing on there. So it was late last night because I was busy yesterday, and it was early on Tuesday because I was busy Tuesday. So I'm trying to get a perfect time for this show to actually happen. But we are probably going live later as well at half 6 to talk about the latest news, bit of news straight and one regarding some transfers and the substitution, which it looked like it could happen, but we are wanting to talk about the best formation that Forest do actually have and all that, because we are sort of seeing a lot more difference in terms of how we do playing different, especially with things that we're not actually using 4-4-2 all the time or 4-4-1-1. We're actually switching it up, and actually it's making this a lot more better because obviously we're not having to be going down with for this. So it is quite interesting. I'm just looking at a comment from earlier. But we are live on this Facebook stream. So get your comments coming in as per usual. But it does look good that we are starting to look more like a team where we can actually play a 4-4-2 and actually, and even if we do show like we did first half against Sheep, we can switch it up, and it caught Derby out, and actually it does look like that we can actually do things a lot more differently. So it's quite good personally, and if Forest can actually do that a lot more and have a plan A, plan B, or if we do have two strikers on the bench, or another player who can actually play up top as well, go 4-3-3, go 3 out and out strikers. I mean, it will throw a lot of teams off, but it will actually make us a lot more stronger on that. So I do think it can be a very, very good strategy that you can have, if we're being honest, yeah. But it can always be a thingy against you, especially if team team can actually catch you out with it. So it's quite interesting to say at least how it can happen. But we will. I should take my phone off. There you go. I should get this screen what happened here on my thingy. To get that coming in. Yeah, get your comments coming in on get your comments coming in as per usual, because obviously we want to make this as much interaction with you guys as per usual, and actually get you guys your comments in, and actually makes it a lot more worthwhile for you guys to actually watching this. You guys can get involved and have your comments. Tom Bishop is grabbing past it. That's a tricky question. I mean, a lot of people are talking about that. I mean, with Lewis grabbing, saying is he past it, and I don't think it's one of them ones. I don't think he is past it. I just think it's lacking confidence. He had a lot of responsibility on him, and now he is getting chances, a lot more better chances than he did do on Sabri. It's just going through a really bad goal drought. I mean, but then last couple of seasons he has been up for it. He had not scored sort of season, but then he hit like 3 or 4 goals in 5 games, or 6 goals in 8 games, and it propelled him. So I just think that Lewis Grabban does need only 1 goal in there, and I do think that if he does, then I think he will finish there. I don't think he's past it yet, if we're being honest. Danny, what? So that was to that one. It's, can't think about it as grabbing past it. Danny saying Colback or Arthur. Arthur all day long, Spanish, yeah. Not no disrespect to Colback, because he does have a vital role to play in that centre midfield. Even Chris Sutton has said that in the post, but I do think that he does probably play a pivotal role in that midfield, especially. So I do think Arthur all day long to Colback. Aaron saying good luck to all the Forest players on international duty tonight, especially. We will be keeping an update on it. Obviously, Christie, Archer, Dewika, Johnson, all 4 of them are in action. Obviously, Ireland got England, Zimbabwe got Algeria, Wales. Brendan Johnson is up against USA. So, obviously, Lunine played yesterday as well. We will be doing a brief video on all our international tomorrow. So we will be looking at that. Tom again, who's our skipper? Dawson's our club skipper at the minute. I don't know who Matt State, first team skipper, Matt State skipper is. It looked like Colback at the minute, but there hasn't really been no confirmation. Obviously, Grabban starting off captain when Houghton's first game, so I don't think Houghton really has a captain at the minute. I think he's saying the same as what Sabri Lamouchi is doing at the minute in terms of keeping that sort of 4 captain spot. Imagine that Grabban is the main captain with Colback as fast captain. That's what I do think he is doing at the minute, personally. So it's quite interesting to see how he is doing it as well. So obviously I'm sponsored today by Orange Course. But yeah, keep your comments coming in as per usual. But obviously, it's your perfect formation 4-4-2. Is it the 4-4-1-1 now, or is it the 4-3-3? Because we all seem to be playing different formations and it's working. Or is it down to Chris Houghton having a plan A, plan B, plan C to what is happening. It's just because Chris Hughton much better. Is he a lot more better coach? He probably is. Danny, if he's not into Dawson in the team all day long and make impact to him, it don't look like Dawson's in the 25-man squad. When the 25-man squad got announced, it didn't look like Dawson were in it. So I don't know if Dawson's injured or Dawson's just focusing on the coaching aspect now. Who knows? But don't really be. It's quite an interesting one, and Chris Hughton not really mentioned about it, but it's weird one that Dawson weren't involved in it, and that's going into your question as well, Aaron. That they do have to trade for a man sort of like the Premier League, but obviously Dawson's not really in it. So unless if they do have rules in it saying that if only any of the under-21s are in the all under-23s in that squad, that they're not counted as one, and that the older players do get that slot. So, but it does look like that that Michael Dawson not in the 25-man squad, and he's probably not going to feature under Chris Hughton. So, who knows? Tom, what about 3-1-4-2? That could possibly work as well. If we're being honest here, so it's quite an interesting one how Forrest can actually go about it. But imagine that Chris Hughton is working a lot on the structural formations and trying to be as solid as they can be. So I wouldn't put it past you if they are working hard to actually doing that. So, but the Dawson thing, it is quite interesting. Has he been? Is he not in Chris Hughton's plans, or is it just letting him focus on coaching, or will it just be used in cup games? So it's quite an interesting one, if I'm being honest, yeah. But hey ho. On another note about that, with Dawson, but would you have him in this team? Or are you happy with McKenna and Freeland, especially with Joe Worrell coming back? Could it be like Worrell and McKenna? Because quite a few people said Worrell and McKenna were on the tweets yesterday, and even on the Facebook page that they preferred McKenna and Worrell in there. So it's quite an interesting one, what could happen. But hey ho. But it'd be interesting to see what could happen with Forrest. So, keep comments coming in as per usual. It can be a very, very interesting one with this formation. And who would you play in the certain formations? Because obviously, certain players are better for one formation than there are any other formation. I know it sounds weird, but I know players can be well trained in one formation, and when they come to another club, then they're kind of not used to that sort of formation. So that's another thing that could actually harm Forest, to say the least. But it is what it is. So Aaron again saying, I think Dawson. Oh, lost that. I think Dawson is great and love him bits, but I think he's too slow for Championship. I do actually agree with that. I do think he's quite slow for the Championship nowadays, and I think the pace of it will catch him out. Yeah, fair enough. He'd be great for aerial duels and he'd be great for this and that, but he will get caught out quite a bit. So I do actually agree with that comment. And it could actually get caught out. So, but in other certain areas that it can actually grow and actually be a good defender. So it's interesting, but obviously we'll come back live tonight. Hopefully we should be coming back live tonight to talk about bit of transfer news, obviously the Championship with the subs as well. So it will be an interesting one. So I'd like to say thank you for watching, guys, and goodbye.